But everyone like unanimously hates optometrists.
Yeah, for some
they all
reason.
hate their individual branch, but everyone hates optometrists.
Optometrists are like the elite.
Yeah.
They're like this weird like upper echelon where they're just like, yeah, we
Yeah.
just look at your eyes.
Yeah, that's all we do.
We just poke them a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
us
the little
actually blowing
wind
into the
thing?
machine. You think it's a machine, but it's us.
It's actually like, so when you like put your eye in it, they have like a hose that runs down
Yeah.
and they're just like,
Oh, that shit.
and you're just like, God, fuck. I got some dirt in there. And he's like, oh shit.
Sorry, fuck, that's my
Let me do it again. Got like a little fart sound in there.
Starting from a new spot.
Yeah, you love to see it. Everybody's got to have.
Brian is the one who started sitting down this time, and I'm usually the one sitting here.
Who
You
would
know?
have thought, man?
It's kind of crazy. It's a
Yeah.
little bit wacky.
Ugh.
So, hey, everyone. I'm trying to move as little as possible. We have a new setup today that it's the setup we wanted to move towards eventually, but we're not running it with the right hardware. So,
It's kind of, it's not the ideal, but it's getting the job done.
It's
We
getting
did
the
some
job
trial
done.
and error.
yeah.
It's in an okay place.
Yeah.
So if you notice a little drop in quality on this one, we're working on it. It's still going to be totally usable, totally viable, totally workable.
I think so.
But there's probably going to be a little hiccups and some issues in there that we're going to have to work out.
Might be a
But
couple of hiccups.
now we theoretically won't have to do transitions anymore.
That's true. Theoretically, we could sit here for an hour straight on our tukuses.
On our tukuses.
On our tukuses.
I don't know why I had to like make it
On our
like,
fucking tukus.
like Irish.
Our
out of that.
tukies.
Yeah, our tukies.
Our two guys.
That sounds like a
toucans.
like a Star Wars alien.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's the Tukies and the Wookies.
Yeah. Ooh.
So we're here on episode number 75, recording off of a laptop now. I mean, well, the cameras. We're not recording off like a webcam. All right. I'm just running it off my laptop. Doesn't
Yeah.
even matter.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
care. We have... Fuck. I always forget it now. It's been too long.
It was a long name too.
Mi Ranchito Veracruz.
God damn.
Mi Ranchito Veracruz. So cute. Just a little tiny ranch from Veracruz.
And just we live in LA.
Wow.
We got the best kind of shit. Ooh, that's gonna loud, Pete. That's gonna loud.
That's
It's
gonna
be
loud be.
But look at
Damn, bro. I got a nice little
boy.
burrito. I'm gonna have to check out its cross section, but for now, I'm just gonna rip into it. I got a
Dude, your cross section.
breakfast burrito.
Your cross section is just gonna be your teeth marks in it. You know what I mean? How's it feeling?
Okay.
So here's the question. All right, I'm gonna start off with the carne asada.
What else is in there?
So there's one carne asada, one pulled pork, one chicken, which kind of looks like it's almost like a tinga going on there, and then 2 shrimp tacos with chipotle mayo.
Oh, that sounds so sick, dude.
The best place to start always is a carne asada.
Classic. You really that's like a true measure of a Mexican place's quality.
If your carne asada taco fucks, everything else is gonna fuck. So,
Bro, that red salsa?
Well,
That shit is so good. Wow. Mind you, this has now been sitting here for an hour and a half. And this is still really good.
still fucking bomb.
It still holds up.
Let me
Damn.
get a little bit of that in there.
I mean, factoring in all of those changes, I mean, it might just be because we got this shit working that I'm euphoric, but this is a really like $10 breakfast burrito, super hefty. Salsa's great. This is like a solid like 8.5.
I'm gonna put a little verde on here. Get like the full range, brother. I think my favorite thing is being like a white transplant in Los Angeles and eating like traditionally non-white food and then still being like, this is the greatest thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah, I know, right? Ooh.
It's just,
I mean, it's simple. It's eggs, potatoes, meat, onion.
I heard someone describe that like Mexican food is just the same 3 ingredients, just rearranged. And I'm like, yeah, dude, and that's why it's so good.
Simplicity is key, man.
All right.
How's the green? I'm about to try it. I'm about to bust right into it. Good.
Ooh.
Green's good. Kicking. Ooh.
Just sent a little shiver down my
A little
spine.
drip. All right.
That felt good. Yeah, it's like nice and sweet. There's a little bit of like heat on the back of it. I always get pico, onions, and cilantro.
Classic.
Added tacos because you know, it's just you can't go wrong with it, right? And so like you get that little bit of like snap from the onion. The cilantro just kind of adds a little earthiness to it.
Damn, I really fuck with this, dude. I really fuck with this.
Dude.
This is fire.
This is really good.
Solid 8.5. Easy 8.5.
I'm going to bump you on that. I'm going to say 8.75.
Really?
And that's without eating any of the other type of tacos.
Yeah.
That's just the one taco. TikTokos. That'd be a great like TikTok account if I wasn't too worried about China stealing all of my personal data.
It would be a great TikTok account, just going around to all the different taco places, trying them.
Yeah. Also, I ordered a Jamaica, which is like my favorite agua frescas. My favorite one is Jamaica. They gave me a horchata, which I can't be mad about. Like,
yeah, that's a blunder that no one cares about.
Yeah, I'm like, cool, man, thanks. I would have been happy with either. So
yeah,
hey,
I know,
no big deal.
Damn, how's the horchata? Is it good?
It's a little watery.
Okay,
and it was a little watery like when I started drinking it.
Okay,
so like not the best,
right?
But dude, you can't go wrong with horchata. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. You know what I mean?
I agree. It's coconut, rice.
Yeah.
Fucking not coconut. It's rice, cinnamon is what I meant to say, and like water or milk. It's like fucking. Yeah. How do you fuck that up?
It's just a milkshake, basically.
It's basically a milkshake. Wow.
All right.
I really fuck with it. This red salsa is really
throwing on.
Absolutely.
Throwing on a little bit of that roja. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Well, after we eat this.
Oh, dude. Very ripe.
The red slaps.
That's so good.
Yeah, be sure to check these guys out if you're in the valley. Mi Ranchito Veracruz.
Was it in North Hollywood? Is that where I saw it?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, NoHo's just got some shit, dude.
Dude, no, I mean, you really can't go wrong with the NoHo food.
It's so good. It's like, that's like it's so hard to like look at like a neighborhood that's being gentrified so hard.
Yeah.
But then like you realize like, oh, all this cool food is kind of coming into it. Then you also have like the like parts of the community that have been there for a while and like getting more people to their food.
Right.
So it's like, it's so hard to justify.
It is.
But you look at it and you're like, damn, if it somehow gets, thousands of more people to eat this.
To support this business? Dude
fucking, hey.
You just got to hope that it doesn't run the business out. That's that's the
or,
line.
displace all of like the families and shit. It's a fine line. Housing is a wonderful topic of conversation in Los Angeles County.
Always. It's never not a topic of conversation. There's always new fucking mega corporations, huge fucking malls or stadiums or whatever being built and nothing to accommodate it. Like there's not a bump in public transport because of it. There's not a bump in like
affordable housing,
shelters, any of that.
They show up, they like cart the unhoused people out of the area and then just make a profit. Speaking of which, we are going to have the World Cup here at SoFi Stadium in like 2026.
2 years, 3 years,
2028, somewhere around there.
I think 2026 because Olympics are in 2020.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't imagine they do that on the same year, but maybe that would be fucking insane.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. And it's like in like a brand new area that they already like displaced a bunch of people to make. That's gonna be a nightmare. And what are we gonna do with it? Huh? Are we gonna get anything out of it? Like, is the actual like communities affected by this going to get some kind of like like a fist bump?
Nothing. It's just like, and then it's gonna be it sits empty for like most of the year.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Rams games, and then maybe the offshoot like big festival or big like concert or something, and then that's really it.
Yeah.
I'm going to a festival. I keep saying festival. I'm not going to a festival. I'm going to an event at the YouTube theater at SoFi, which will be fun in a couple of weeks. But
what's the event? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, it's called there's a streamer called Ludwig, and he's putting on this event called Mogul Money, which is like basically Jeopardy, basically, but with streamers.
Yeah.
So they're doing a live version of that.
Hell yeah.
On July 2nd,
That's
which
dope.
I'm really excited about. That'll be exciting to see all those people there. Yeah, so I'm going to that. But other than that, like what else is there? Dude, the parking alone to park one car is $80 fucking to park.
Dude, it's absurd. Megan and I are going to so the Hollywood Forever Cemetery does like screenings in the cemetery.
That's hype.
All the time.
Hell yeah.
And parking which is actually at the Hollywood Production Center, which I worked at for like 6 months. So I was like, oh wait, I know exactly where that is. Yeah. It's like $20 just to like park in their lot, and then you still have to walk like a half mile to get to get to the cemetery. And I'm just like, dude, it's like car infrastructure really has just fucked this city, but it's also made people a killing, and it's gross, all bad.
Yeah, I saw a graph the other day. I can't remember where it was, but it was just like it was about transportation, like how people get to work in the U.S. And it was like just a map of the U.S. and then like, you know, color coded based on the answers. Yeah. And like one color was like I drive alone to and from my work. I carpool. I use public transportation. And like 98% of the US was I drive alone to my work. And then like the two areas are like, I think it was maybe really only one area that was like mostly public transport. It was like New York.
Yeah.
Or Chicago.
It's maybe the one county of New York.
It was like New York and Chicago.
That's insane. Dude.
I mean, not even a city like, it's like not even LA, which is like the second biggest. It's just like, I don't get it. It's crazy.
It's wild too, because have you seen that photo where it's like the street filled with cars of like single drivers?
No.
And then it's like them standing in the position that all of those people in those cars would be if they were all on a bus.
Oh shit.
And it's like a tenth
really
of the size.
I believe it.
And I'm just like, dude, what
we just don't have
what the world could be like.
We just don't fucking have. I mean, we have it, but I don't know what it is. Is it just not accessible? Is it not well, what's the deal? Because I know there's buses, there's metros.
And this is pure speculation because like I don't use it very often.
Right.
I've used it a handful of times, mostly to go like downtown for like sporting events or stuff like that.
Right.
The problem with LA specifically is that it's sprawled so much, right?
Yeah.
So if you take like a red line stop downtown, if you're trying to get to somewhere, you still got to walk a mile or two.
Right.
So like, not only is it just like out of the way, but it doesn't really like, it doesn't end up like saving you that much time.
Sure.
Because you still have to walk. You still have to be a pedestrian in a city that like does not really value pedestrian movements.
Facts.
So it's just, yeah, man, it's a whole lot of combinations. And then, you know, like our fucking freeway system.
Damn, that's nuts, actually. I mean, I guess this is probably one of the most sprawling cities out of all the cities that would need public transpo.
And that's the thing is like, as other cities have grown later in their development cycle or like later in like the technological development cycle, you know, they have the ability to essentially like move faster to facilitate like pedestrian crossings and stuff like that. So like, for instance, one of the biggest ones is like in Indianapolis. Have you ever heard of like the Monon Trail? So it used to be like train tracks and they ripped it out and then turned it into like a pedestrian pathway. And that gets you very deep into like the city and stuff if you take it all the way.
Yeah.
So you have all of these like grants and like public interest things to essentially expand pedestrian traffic, pedestrian utilization in your cities. But in LA, how do you do that when
there's not really
the scale is just so much different?
Yeah.
Like in Indianapolis, you can walk from the suburbs to downtown in like an hour and like, you know, make a nice little day of it or whatever. If I wanted to walk from like my apartment all the way over in Woodland Hills to downtown Los Angeles to even Santa Monica would take me like 6.5 hours. And then I'd be walking through mountains.
Yeah, you'd have to walk fucking up the sheer hill, down the hill.
Right.
Let's see how long it would take. Just hypothetically.
Show us in the comments below how long it would take you, our viewer, to walk from where you currently live to your like downtown center of the city, the town that you live in. I'm really curious.
Let's go.
Don't give us any details, obviously. Just tell us how long that time frame, you know?
Woodland Hills to downtown, walking 9 hours and 15 minutes.
Absolutely. That's like what, like 50 miles?
26 miles.
26 miles. Okay, so I was literally double that distance. Yeah. But like, yeah, dude, it's insane.
All right, well, let's see Santa Monica. Still, I would say
so
probably
crazy.
6. You're right. Santa Monica Pier.
And then thinking about, okay, cool, you have to drive that.
6 hours, yeah.
And especially now with gas prices being where they are, dude.
Wow, and they have little indicators that's like, this is all uphill. This is a steep hill. They have 7 of those along this route. This is a very steep hill. This is a very steep hill. Very steep hill here. Wow, dude. Nuts. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess people don't walk to places.
Crazy, dude. Oh my God, man.
Just fucking
The
crushing.
shrimp tacos
Really good.
with that chipotle mayo.
Oh, dude, you can't go wrong with Chipotle mayo. I swear to God, it is like the fucking be all end all of condiments.
Yeah.
Put that shit on. Fried rice, any cuisine, American food, Chinese food, Mexican food. You put Chipotle mayo on that shit, game over, dude.
Again,
Incredible.
just the legacy of like Latin American cooking, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Put Chipotle on anything.
That's
and
true.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And the fact that it's just simple. It's Chipotle and it's mayo. It's literally what it sounds like. You fucking mix it up and then you can make it yourself with Chipotle and mayo.
Dude.
Oh,
How do you feel about like fusion foods?
I fuck with it.
Yeah.
If it's done well, other times I feel like there's too much. I feel like they do too much a lot of the time, but I think it can be done very well. Like food sometimes is like begging to be like, like, oh, this shit would taste really good with, like, I mean, the simplest thing I can think of is like, well, you put a breakfast or lunch food together with like putting an egg on a burger, like that shit. The flavors complement each other so well. Dude. It's so simply done.
It's so good.
Yeah. I haven't had fusion food in a while though.
Me either. I've been watching a lot of fucking Food Network because of course.
Yeah. Classic.
And they've been showing like a bunch of places that are like Asian American fusion and like Asian like Mexican fusion.
Oh, interesting.
And dude, it all looks so good. Yeah. Because it's, think about it. I mean,
fried rice in a burrito would slap so hard, dude. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Dude, we had a place at Purdue that had like sushi burritos, which I mean is basically just an uncut roll of sushi.
It's just a big fat roll of sushi, basically.
But dude, even that, I was just like, this is incredible. Like this is the way it would
This
be
is how
like
it was on
perfectly-
Pangaea.
Yeah, they were just like
When
fucking-
everyone lived together.
Yeah, when they were just like wrapping that shit in seaweed.
Yeah.
They were just like, yeah, everyone's like, yeah, man, this is tight.
Yeah, this is tight.
The dinosaurs are just like eating them in the background.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm trying to have some good Pangaea food. If anyone knows of a good Pangaea restaurant in LA, let me know because I'm trying to get back to the prehistoric ways of eating, Shit sounds great. Like an uncooked muskrat or something like that.
You're just eating raw food.
Yeah, at that point.
You're just always at like getting the risk of mad cow disease.
Yeah, but man, that would be an experience, huh? Pangaea, the experience. They should make a movie about Pangaea that isn't like a National Geographic documentary. I'd love to see it. Like Jurassic Park-esque, but Pangaea.
Yeah. Well, like, so the tectonic plates, the way that like everything's shifting is like we are at some point gonna re-merge like all of like the continents back together, but like in the opposite direction.
Oh shit.
So
Pangaea
it's like
prime.
So like I wonder what that's gonna be like. Like, one, will humanity still be around? That's like millions of years from now.
Anymore, man. At least on Earth.
Yeah, or like, have we just fucked off to somewhere else?
Yeah.
Like, we've blown this place up so hard that we're like,
100%.
now we gotta leave.
The only thing, life just starts over again, I guess. We just have Earth 2. That'd be crazy, man. Just like watching that from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
That's what aliens are. That's what aliens are. Listen, the aliens are just us from like fucking 10 million years ago.
They traveled at the speed of light for so long.
Yeah.
That they're just so far in the future.
Yeah. Well, they existed like we do now, right? They fucked up their planet. They've had wars. They've had technological advances, all that shit. Eventually, the planet everyone leaves the planet because the technology gets to that point. The planet is left to rot. The fucking things, the continents merge back together. And then you have life cycles begin all over again. Blah, blah, blah. And now we're on like probably Earth 4 at this point. Like this is Earth 4.0. And when we leave, we'll get to watch them. And we'll, only when we leave will we discover, damn, aliens have been us the entire time.
Bro.
That's what aliens are.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
Damn. Think about it, though. Think about it. Use your brain. Think about it.
Think about it.
Earth 4.
Earth 4.
That goes hard, though. That's such a sick... Earth 4?
And then like England 5 will then conquer it all again.
Shit,
it's just the same shit over and over.
Right, no, it's the same timeline every time, right?
Yeah.
Like we each have
Nothing
our
changes.
own. Just like the names change. So like, maybe 10 million years ago, Jeff Bezos was like, I don't know, Craig
Bezos.
Martin.
It's just his brother in another world.
Yeah.
Like that's all it is.
They have the same last name. Everyone has the same last name for some reason. Yeah, exactly. Tim Bezos.
Tim Bezos.
And Steve Jobs was just Craig Jobs.
Yeah.
And then, Albert Einstein was
Craig Einstein.
Craig Einstein.
Is Craig your default, like, just name? If you're, like, thinking about someone, you're just like, that's a Craig.
That's Craig.
Yeah. That's fair.
Man. Craig Einstein, and then, you know, Craig Hitler, and we have Craig Stalin, Craig Obama. All the greats are named Craig.
The human race is just called the Craig race.
Craig race, dude.
Like, they're like, we are all Craig.
They only are differentiated by their last names. Damn, that'd be fucking wild. Yeah. That was Earth. That was Earth 1. Earth 1, everyone was named Craig.
Yeah.
And I think we'll circle back to something like that, like Earth 12 or something will be like, you know, except it'll be like a more futuristic name, like the Sneefy. The Sneefies.
The Sneefies, everyone's just like got a mild cold all the time. They're just like, oh yeah, what's up, everybody?
Sneefy Obama. Sneefy Carell.
He still talks exactly the same. Still does that thumb thing. Or was that Bush? No, that was Obama that did the thumb thing, right?
My fellow, yeah, it was Obama.
Or maybe it was Clinton. I don't know.
I don't fucking remember at this point. It was probably, but all three of them at some point in Earth 2.
Yeah. Someone in the comments below, tell us who the fuck did
who did
the thumb point thing. God. I was like just listening to a podcast that was like talking about that specifically.
The thumb thing?
Yeah, dude. There's a great podcast called Behind the Bastards.
Behind the Bastards.
That basically they just like do a deep dive into like horrible people from history.
Oh my god.
Like, and they just like tell you about like why it was terrible and like why they were terrible.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, dude. So like I listened to a 6-part series on Henry Kissinger when I like flew back home.
6 parts.
Yeah, and they were just like walking through and you're like, oh yeah, this was a horrible person. Well, he's still alive, but somehow his hatred for everything is just like keeping him alive.
6 hours of Henry Kissinger slander. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, is rough.
That's fire, actually.
But
I like that
great
idea.
podcast, wonderful. The guys from the Dollop came on to it for a little bit.
From who?
The Dollop. It's another kind of like political comedy-esque podcast.
Damn.
But yeah, a lot of great content on that.
I'm gonna check it out. There's so many podcasts. It's
There's so many.
I learn about a podcast I've literally never heard of every week, and then I look it up, and it's got millions of fans.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can there be this many people enjoying this thing that I've never heard of?
Well,
consistently.
I think it's a lot of like both the commute and like while people are working.
True. Yeah.
Because a lot of people like to have that kind of shit in the background. Mm-hmm. But for our jobs, we can't do that. It's a little different.
I wish I had time to listen to an hour.
Dude, me too.
Although I don't wish I had a commute. So, the grass is always greener on the other side, I guess.
It's true. That's like the funny thing is like I walked into one of my editors' bays the other day when we were on campus to like do some like teamwork together basically. Mm-hmm. We walked into his office and he had like fucking Meshuggah playing like softly in the background, and I was like, my guy, how are you doing anything? I was like, this is amazing.
That's
I love
crazy. Some people are really good at just like having music on and doing shit that also requires them to hear. Like I can't.
No.
I can't. I have a 1-track mind, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something, I could sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I can have like a video playing in the background, but I swear to God, I could not tell you what the video is about.
Yeah.
I'm either going to be focused on the work or focused on the video, and there's no in between.
That's usually what happens to me. And like, I drift a lot just because of my brain.
The ADHD.
Yeah, it's rough. So I typically will always have something just running for me to like shift to. I've talked about this on the podcast before too. So I'll like shift to it for a little bit and then shift back and like kind of like do like a little zigzag, a little snaky motion.
A little snaky.
And it works, but like the moment I like tunnel vision onto something, everything else does not matter.
Fuck.
Like everything outside of my little tunnel is gone. Mm-hmm. It's so strange.
That's wild.
It's such a weird, and it's like a weird like feeling too, is like you get into it and you're like, you finish something and you're like, all right, cool. Like that looks good. I think it's time for a break. And you look at the clock and it's been like 7 hours and you're like, I've had that happen so many times.
That's so interesting.
Like just working on like either some photos or like an edit or something, and I'll just lose track of all time.
Yeah, it's just insane. Get so into it, and you're like, well, there it goes. There goes my entire afternoon.
Oh, the sun's gone. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't need it anyway.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Dude, that's how I don't have a very wrinkly skin. Is I just don't go outside.
He's gonna have a complexion of an 18-year-old by the time he's 74. You know?
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, the only thing I'm gonna have is crow's feet.
Yeah,
because this shit is like so. Anytime I just got such big cheeks that every time I move, it just squishes everything.
Burnt fucking corneas from the blue light always hitting your eyes. That's it. You're gonna be
dude.
flawless otherwise,
Yeah.
but like fucking your eyes are just blown out.
Every color is just wrong.
Yeah,
all the time.
Exactly.
I'm just like, why is everything like yellow? And they're like, dude, are you
Are
okay?
you good?
Do we need to take you to a hospital? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would say that's a safe bet.
They have optometrists at hospitals, right?
I mean, I don't
Sometimes.
know. Actually, I don't know.
Sometimes they have like an optometry department inside of it, or like an adjacent like campus thing.
I don't know. That's interesting. I guess I never really think of like eye problems as like emergencies. You know? I guess they can be like, oh shit, Timmy in math class stabbed a pencil in my cornea,
But like still like if that's the case, you're gonna end up going to like a surgeon, right?
Right,
Like they're
that's the
gonna
thing.
take your eye
and
out.
then they send you to an optometrist. They don't have an optometrist come in and be like, oh yeah, you got something in your eye.
Optometry people below in the comments, tell us.
Do you work in a hospital?
Would
Do
you
they
ever
exist?
work in a hospital? Is that a thing?
That's interesting. Yeah,
I'm,
I guess
I'm genuinely curious.
I guess they more. No, I don't think they do. That's my final stance. I don't think optometrists work in hospitals.
An optometrist has never set foot in a hospital.
Never. They've never been in a hospital. They're actually not allowed in a hospital.
If they do, it's like a fucking like the peasant feared like rises up of like the doctors and they like take it with pitchforks and they're like, you get out of our land.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. No,
yeah,
I was
bye-bye.
just picking up a prescription. I'm like supposed to be here.
No.
And they're like, no, we'll bring it to you. And then they like catapult it from the pitchfork like out through the thing and you have to catch it.
They have the optometrist trebuchet and they just throw their fucking contacts and glasses and shit.
All medical professionals just have a grudge against other medical professionals that are not like in their
Would be
specific field.
fucking hilarious.
There's like some weird like secret war going on in the background.
Yeah.
They're just like they're sending like poop bombs to each other.
lighting it on fire. It's
Yeah.
the classic like Sandlot shit.
Yeah,
just,
they're like
shit in a bag.
they're just like 15-year-olds
Yeah.
just fucking with each other. That somehow
15-year-olds who
got
get
like
paid a lot of money.
yeah, that somehow got like PhDs and like doctorates and shit. You know,
Honestly, that would be kind of clutch. I
mean, it'd be
I
kinda
would
sick.
watch like a show about that.
that'd
you know?
that'd be funny.
But everyone like unanimously hates optometrists.
Yeah, for
like
some
they all
reason.
hate their individual branch, but everyone hates optometrists.
Optometrists are like the elite.
Yeah.
They're like this weird like upper echelon where they're just like we
Yeah.
just look at your eyes.
Yeah, that's all we do.
We just poke them a little bit.
That's
Yeah,
us
the little
actually blowing
wind
into the
thing?
machine. You think it's a machine, but it's us.
It's actually like so when you like put your eye in it, they have like a hose that runs down and they're just like
Oh, that shit.
and you're just like God fuck. I got some dirt in there and he's like, oh shit.
Sorry, fuck, that's my
Let me do it again. Got like a little fart sound in there.
I watched this video the other day and it was like a survival expert, which first of all, how do you become a survival expert? Like, are you just like in peril all the time or do you just like
Do you just like hold seminars where you just like put people in very dangerous situations?
and then you learn how to survive them based on what they do and you're like, now I'm a fucking expert.
Dude's on a stage giving like a talk about like how to survive and shit like that while everybody's sitting on a floor that's slowly separating to a pool of lava. Like if once he finishes the thing, you have to like get out of the room and like survive. If you die, like you signed a waiver, like whatever,
That'd
man.
be crazy.
We're not liable.
Hunger Games type shit. But it's like a class. Like in order to become a survival expert, you have to like this is the final exam. He's giving you notes as this is happening, and you have to like be able to listen and act at the same time.
He's sitting there with like bifocals on, like taking notes, like looking up as like people are like clawing for the walls, getting dropped into pools of lava,
just dying
with lava sharks. Those are things.
Oh, lava sharks, dude!
Yeah.
I've been playing this video game that was like one of the free games on the Epic Store last week.
Okay.
It's called Man Eater, and you're a shark. It's fucking tight, dude.
Can you just eat people?
And you literally like you control this shark and you level up. The cool part is like you start as a baby shark and you like eat minnows and shit and you like level up and complete these challenges and shit. And there's this one hunter guy who's like the antagonist that is like he killed your parent, he killed your mom or something. So the storyline is
it's a revenge tale.
Yes, yeah, it's crazy. So literally like you start off like to get
Jaws
the
3.
mechanics as like this full grown shark, whatever. And then he like captures you and kills you and guts you. It's pretty graphic actually. And it turns out you're pregnant, pulls out this baby shark, right? Marks it with a knife, throws it back in the water. And so now you have like this vengeance plot, right? But you literally like some of your goals are like go to this beach and kill 10 people. Like and then you learn how to like come up from under things and whip with your tail. Dude, it's such a fun game. It's called Maneater.
Is it like a roguelike where you buy like upgrades for yourself and like skills?
You don't have to you buy them with your XP basically. So it's not like you're actually like, okay, like it's not like in-game currency. It's like you eat 10 fish, get some more XP, whatever, and then you can upgrade your like sonar abilities and shit. Dude, it's fucking tight. It's crazy. It's like such a fun. It's like such an interesting concept. And Will Parnell is the narrator.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or Chris Parnell. Sorry, not Will Parnell. Parnell.
Will Parnell. It's just Chris Parnell's like alter ego.
Will Arnett and Chris Parnell mixed up, which I always do for some reason.
That's very interesting.
I don't know why.
They like
voices.
Don't look.
No, they're not similar at all.
Yeah.
Will Arnett voices Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Yeah. There you go.
Which I have been playing, but Chris Parnell, there we go, is the voice of this narrator. It's so interesting.
Yeah. I love that.
It's a great game. Anyways, I got sidetracked, but fuck optometrists, dude.
Bro, that's the next level.
Yeah.
Is you just go eat the fucking optometrist.
Yeah.
We got to that from talking about a survival expert. Yeah, dude. Bro, that's wild. All right.
So
bring us back home.
I watched this video of this survival expert, and he's like, "This is what you do if you get if someone stabs you in the eye." And I was like,
what?
He's like, this is what you do. He's like, remember this. Like, yeah, that seems like a common occurrence.
Yeah,
like,
why am I going to sticky note that shit in my brain?
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to be in a lot of scenarios in which someone is threatening to stab me in the eye.
Right?
There are other ways that I could get stabbed.
100%. And I would not default to stabbing someone in the eye. That shit is icky. So
way better places to stab
he's like,
somebody.
if there's something sticking out of your eye, like a pencil or a knife or something, he's like, first off, what you're going to do is close your good eye, right? And wrap it tightly with gauze and get like a cup or something. He's like, get a cup and cover the other item, cover the other eye.
If you have a cup like long enough, what if you don't have a cup long enough? What do? Just die?
He said, get a bigger cup.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah,
he thought about that? He's just like, yeah, just get a bigger one.
Get a bigger cup.
Go to a CVS and buy a bigger cup.
But you fucking idiot. To be covered. So then he's like, yeah, so once you get the cup, you close your good eye and you gauze it super tight around.
You gauze the good eye?
You gauze the good eye. And then I was like, why do you do that? And then, of course, he answered it. It's because. So, like, if you close one eye and say this is your bad eye, and you start looking around with this other eye, you can feel this other eye moving. Yeah. And so you don't want your eyeball to move with this thing stuck in it.
That's a good point.
So you close it and you just don't, that's apparently what.
And this is also assuming that the thing that has stabbed your eye hasn't gone deeper into your skull.
Yeah, and kills you instantly. So anyways, a pretty specific scenario, I'd say, but I now possess the knowledge to survive a pencil in the eyeball.
Dude, good for you. In every action movie, there's always a knife fight, and it always ends with a person on top of the other person like this, with like the knife getting dangerously close to their face. It's always that. Yeah. There is no other option in a knife fight in a movie than to end up on top of somebody trying to stab them in the face with a knife. That's it. That's the only thing that you're allowed to do.
Shit grosses me out to think about, man. Eyeballs?
No, dude.
Can't do it.
Dude, the thought of just like a foreign object being inserted into my body in any way, shape, or form is terrifying.
I can't even handle a fucking hair in my eye. How am I gonna handle?
Nope.
Oh, dude, the people, when I hear stories about people who scratch their corneas, fuck.
Dude.
Shit.
No. Eye shit, can't do it. Can't do it.
Eye shit. Can't do it. I'm constipated.
Someone, please, for the love of God, bring me some Pepto. Just mail it to me.
Shit.
Pour it into an envelope and mail me the Pepto-filled envelope. That's what I need.
Make sure it's padded though, so it doesn't leak. Oh man, dude, shit.
There's a section in Dead Space 2 that is always like everybody always references it. Yeah. So for the uninitiated, there's a part in it where Isaac, your main character, has to like do some like get like a sample of his eye so that it can like be used throughout like this location that he's currently like trapped in. And you lay down and you have to do like a quick time event. So you're like making sure like your sticks are lined up or whatever. And it's just this gigantic fucking needle just getting closer and closer to his eye. And I'm just like, no. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. And if you fuck it up, dude, it's funny because it's like, if you fuck something up like that precise, it's only going to do like a little bit. And then you're like, oh wait, shit. And then you can pull it away. Right. This one, it's like, if you fuck it up, it sends like the whole, like mechanism through your head.
Oh my
And I'm just like, who designed this? What person? Yeah, what person created this device? Like, if you fuck it up, it just destroys your skull. Like, what?
Makes no sense.
I get it for like the concept of like a game or something
Right.
like that. Sure, it builds suspense or whatever. But like, bro, what?
It's a horribly designed contraption. Like,
Awful.
sorry, space scientists, do your job better.
Space scientist.
Fucking A, man.
Come on, you got to Mars.
You
built
to
this
Mars.
whole thing. You found space demons, bro. Come on, Speemans, if you will.
Siemens.
Like
Siemens.
the trucking company.
Yes.
Siemens.
I think, is it trucking? Do they do so many things? I feel like
It's just like a logistics company.
Yeah, I
right?
think it's like a logistics company. Yeah, because they also
It's like Maersk.
Siemens is also a unit of like
No, it's not.
current. Or
No,
something.
it's not.
Yeah,
Siemens?
Yeah, it's like an electricity thing.
Is
Siemens and micro Siemens.
Dude, sailors just are fucking with everybody.
I know. I got to look it up now because Siemens.
Micro Siemens. Aren't all Siemens micro?
Siemens. They are Siemens.
You need a microscope to see
unit.
that shit. Right?
Siemens. A Siemens.
Yes.
A Siemens is a standard international unit of electrical conductance. The archaic term for this unit is the mho, which is ohm spelled backwards. Siemens are also used when multiplied by imaginary numbers to denote susceptance in alternating current and radio frequency applications. Okay, I remember this because I did a science fair in like my freshman year of high school. And my dad is an electrician, so he helped me out a lot. He knows, and we did something dealing with current or whatever. And I remember he like taught me about Siemens, and I had to use Siemens in these calculations and in this whatever like abstract and shit. And when I gave the presentation to my class, I had to say the word Siemens like
So many times.
And
you say that to a room of fifth graders,
I
bro?
was saying it to a room of 14-year-old boys, and
Ugh.
it was just like,
That's
it was
the worst.
raucous laughter every time, dude. It was fucking, I was so embarrassed, too.
You know, that's really sad. But you know what could have fixed that?
What?
Is if whoever the fuck decided that Siemens sounded better than Moe's.
Yeah. Dude,
That guy,
Siemens
I hope that guy's dead.
It probably is.
Because come on,
Mo is tight.
Yeah, it's just the inverse of an ohm.
Yeah.
Bro, that's dope.
That's genius.
Not only is it like
Etymologically?
Yeah, etymologically.
Yeah.
Not only is it etymologically like dope because it's an inverse, so
Right.
it's
It's
the
the
exact
opposite,
opposite.
yeah.
But it just sounds better. It
It's a
flows
good
off
name.
the flows off the
Mo is
tongue.
way better than
Mo.
Siemens.
Yeah.
Fill this cup up with your Mo's and give it to me.
But if you have a history of depression, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You can't do this shit.
Oh man, dude, I wanna donate sperm so bad.
Dude,
I just want to try it.
so like if you're going to like donate eggs, you have to go through like this huge like screening
Yeah.
of like anything that's
Yeah.
anything. If you've ever been like diagnosed with like depression or any mental illness, you're barred from it.
Yeah.
Like they just cut
It's
you off.
fucking nuts,
They're like,
dude.
no.
It's nuts.
Like you can't. Like you have to be like a perfect specimen,
Yeah.
or at least like on paper, perfect
Right.
specimen, because someone can look at you and be like, "Wow, you're fucking gross."
Right.
But you're fine, I
but
guess.
it looks like on paper you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. You look like a cheetah, like a half-eaten wildebeest from a cheetah, but you know it's fine.
But your
you're
vitals
not.
are good.
Yeah, but you're not depressed.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I mean, it's the same shit
Give
with
us them
like
eggs, baby.
blood donation and homosexual like men or whatever.
Oh,
Like, you
right.
can't,
Yeah.
If you're a gay man or if you've had gay sex with, if you are a man who've had sex with other men, you are not allowed to donate blood. Barred, straight up. And I don't know if there's the time frame where that expires, but I would watch this video the other day and it was like,
So there is like it's not just like you do it once you're done.
well, so
Like,
here's the
you
thing.
have, like,
that's what
limitation?
I don't know. I feel like there
Oh.
might be, but I watched this video and there was this guy and he's like, ultimately the call to action was like sign this petition or whatever. So it was like, the video started with just like this crazy ass opening statement. My straight friend had sex with 98 women last year, right? Just like straight up. And then he's like, I have been.
That's not that much. Come on.
In a
He
year.
could have done better. He could have done. He could
Bump
have
that
done
up by 2, bro. 98. Why are you
Come on.
fucking hit 100? Hit
Come
triple
on,
digits, bro.
Come on, gross.
Well, you
Rookie
couldn't pull
numbers.
those extra 2? That's pretty bullshit. Anyway, and then this guy's like, I have been in a monogamous relationship with my boyfriend for the past 10 years, right?
Okay.
We have only slept with each other. We go to donate blood, right? We go to this blood drive because there's a national blood shortage. And
What an insane
Right?
concept in
right?
general.
Who the fuck is running the world? Vampires,
Yeah.
bro?
We
We're
don't-
out the blood.
We don't got enough blood.
We don't have enough blood.
What do you mean? Look at all these people. There's like 9
There's
billion
so
people.
many people, bro.
Just
Yeah, just blowing their eye a little bit.
Yeah.
So
call an optometrist. They'll get the
he's
blood.
like, they put the needle in my friend's arm, just like, you know, they're laughing with him, whatever. They take the blood. He goes, put the needle in my arm. And the nurse leaves and she goes and talks to another nurse. And like, I see them like motioning to me. She comes back, takes the needle on my arm. She's like, you have to go. We can't do it because I am gay. They did not let me.
That's wild.
Said, my friend has had sex with 96 people. And that's the issue. It's the reason he brought that up is because they're like,
it's very clearly,
it's like HIV or
it's
something.
very clearly like a targeted homophobic idea.
Yeah, exactly. So like, so they're like, yeah, I mean, he is much more at risk for HIV than I am.
Yeah.
But because I'm gay and had one partner who was gay, they won't let me do it. Fucking insane.
That's so strange.
That's crazy.
You're at the same level of risk on like both sides.
They also
like everybody has the same propensity to have that disease.
They also don't just like take your blood samples and fucking inject it into someone else. They test it all. They test everyone's blood.
They just like put it into your arm and just put it into the guy next to you's arm.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, buddy,
let's just go freebase
open him up.
His blood.
It's fucking Mad Max.
No. They test every sample they get. So it's like, what's the fucking? And it's not like they're sharing the needles with. I mean, like I don't understand. It doesn't make sense for this to be in place when they're really testing everything. So
that's super weird.
Yeah, crazy.
And I feel like I heard about that like it happening back in the 80s, but I didn't realize that it was still in place.
Still in place.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's
holy
nuts.
Shit. It's so weird, like how like American society is just like so fine with just othering everybody, and then they make it like a huge deal. It's so gross.
It's fucking weird.
Wow.
Yeah, there's this whole Twitter thread like what is just so accepted in society at this point, but if you really think about it, it's actually super fucked up.
Yeah.
And then a lot of it was, you know, stigmas against LGBTQ people, and then there's a lot of it was like health related. Most of it was health or sexuality related, which so like weird. Makes sense. Because there's a lot of shit that people are just like, oh yeah, that's just how it is. But like it shouldn't be. Like your eyes and your teeth are treated as completely separate entities from your body. I saw
that.
Did you see that?
Insane concept.
Health coverage you have to buy separate eye coverage, separate dental coverage.
Insurance as a whole is a fucking scam.
It's a schmoz, dude.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. And that's why optometrists are othered so hard.
If you're an optometrist. Just kidding.
We're always coming back to optometrists ruling the world. Yeah. And they all need to stop.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Sign our petition.
Close your eyes. Go to sleep.
Get rid of all optometrists.
Get rid of the optometrists. Let everyone fend for themselves.
Let everyone Yeah, just blow in each other's eyes. You'll be fine.
Exactly. If you have a vision impairment, sorry, bro.
Yeah.
You can't get that shit fixed.
Dude, just tape some glass to your eyes. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
No one can blow in their shits after that. Don't worry about it. Dude, you just take like some sunglasses lenses and just like perfectly fit them in like the hole of your eye and just tape it onto you.
Hype.
Ain't nobody blowing in these eyes, baby.
Some Matrix style,
like some Morpheus like clip on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. Oh man,
dude, it feels so weird not stopping.
I know, I love it.
Like it feels nice. Like I like we can just kind of flow into it, and it's been like I don't know what this time.
Oh, that is a background. It's been 42 minutes.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I didn't even. I was like, oh man, we might be coming to stop soon, but like we blew past it. That's crazy.
We're just still going.
I mean, hopefully we're still going, right?
Yeah, dude. That you're gonna want to like put that computer in your refrigerator after this. Yeah, for sure.
I can feel it getting hot. It was 72 when we started in here. It's now 74. It has risen 2 degrees because of this fucking computer.
You little Huey. Just doing your best.
Hi.
Like that guy for sure was like the nerdy kid in middle school that got picked on by like the dudes in the leather jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how he talks.
Yeah. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna make everyone sound like that when I put my name on my own computer, bitch.
Yeah. And then here we are. Just injecting shit directly into Huey.
Anyway. So last week, if you guys remember, I talked about a little mishap that happened with the airline and my baggage and yada yada, blah, blah, blah.
Emotional and physical baggage.
We I now have a lot less of one and a lot more of the other. Flip that around. A lot more
not respectively.
Yeah, not respectively. Whatever the opposite of respectively is. Shittily? Oh, no, that would be respectfully.
What is...
Respective. Perspective?
No, it's
Hey Siri, what's the opposite of respectively?
you bitch.
She doesn't even know.
One moment. I found an answer. It's displayed on your iPhone.
I guess she has to specify that it's displayed on your iPhone. Like, yeah, dude, we know.
Antonym. Yeah, I want the antonym.
What is that? Is that just like a bunch of boxes?
It was just like the Wolfram Alpha.
Killing
Okay, I gotta look this up now because it's gonna bother me.
All
What
right.
is the opposite of? What?
Let us know down below in the comments if you beat Nick in figuring out what this word is, because I don't know it, and I'm sure as shit not gonna look it up. So,
What is the opposite of respectively? Aggregately.
okay, that
Which
feels
seems
strange.
more like
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
like a
all
median,
together.
you know?
What's the opposite of respectively? Adverb. What's
In-
adverb.
Respectively.
Opposite as collectively,
Mm-mm.
combined. No.
I feel like it would just be like you just add an in as like a prefix to that, you know?
Yeah.
Like
okay,
in
that's kinda
respectively.
weird. In respectively. Fucking English is weird.
If we got anybody with an English degree
Yeah.
that you're watching this, tell us down below in the
Let us
comments.
know.
We aren't too good with this language. I'll be honest with you.
Anyways, so I think the place that I left off was that I had, finally I had gotten, I don't know if I'd gotten the stuff back at that point, but I was like, yeah, they'd said they were going to reimburse me, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just kind of waiting on that. So fast forward to Monday of this week. So a day after we record the podcast. Get a call, right? Or I called them because they have never called me once. I have this ongoing thing, and you'd think they'd want to be like, oh, on top of their shit. No.
Dude, they're gonna file a fucking restraining order on you.
Yeah, I mean, I just want a crumb of attention because I have a lot of money that is outstanding. Anyway,
Someone please look at me.
so someone specifically said on a call when I was calling, can I get my bags? I need to get a refund, right? Someone explicitly said, yes, you will get refunded. Even though I was like, this is not closed, this is expensive musical equipment. Someone said yes. And I guarantee that they record these calls because it's a customer service line and they record calls, right?
Every time that you call it, has it done that weird like auto thing where it's just like this call may be
monitored
monitored
for
for
quality assurance. Yeah, I think so.
How did you do that so fast? That was
This call maybe, dude, because I've spent like 3 or 4 hours a day on customer service calls. This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Man, I have to like think about each word that I say in that. I'm like, what comes next?
This call. So, anyways, I call them on Monday and I'm like, hey, listen, any word on this? And they're like, none yet. And I was like, can you get in touch with the person who's processing my claim? No, I can't.
They're not real, sir.
Can you have her call me? I'll put in a note, but she doesn't typically do that. I'm like, well, that sounds stupid.
This is them deflecting while they talk to their lawyers.
Yeah, exactly. So then Tuesday morning, I get an email from the person processing my reimbursement claim. And she's like, hi, attaches an Excel spreadsheet of all the things we'll reimburse you for. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, perfect. I open it up. They're reimbursing me for, out of $4,500, they're reimbursing me for $700.
Hey, it's
And
more than 10%.
that,
Holy shit, dude.
it is more than 10%, but it's less than 20%. And so of that 700, 600 is the suitcase. And then $12 drumsticks, $7 guitar strings, and a keyboard stand.
Oh my God, bro. What?
So I'm like, hey, I need to be reimbursed for the entire thing as I was told. Thank you. Nothing. So I call them. I'm like, hey, I need to be put in touch with the person.
And
who
okay,
processed this
so
claim.
the time frame from when you receive the Excel spreadsheet to when you call them, how long is that?
45 seconds.
Oh, okay, cool.
I
So
was
it's immediate.
pissed.
Got it.
I was like,
yeah, oh,
there's
absolutely.
no way.
Oh yeah. You've like already put like your whole arm through like
Yeah.
your fucking
Yeah.
computer monitor.
I was like, there's no way. I call, hi, here's my claim number. Like, can you look up the information? They look it up. Okay, what can we do? Yeah, I need to talk to the person who's processing my refund because I've just been told I'm not even getting 20% of my refund. And I need to get it all, as I was told. I was told explicitly I'd be getting it all. Okay, 1 minute. Let me try to connect you. Puts me on hold. Hey, so she's actually not available. And I was like, I just got an email from her 20 minutes ago. Yeah, she said she can call you back later in the day, but I don't think that, she said that she's not going to give you any more. I was like, okay, good. Yeah, have her call me back. So I hang up. And then like an hour or two later, she didn't call me, but the person some like head of baggage at the yeah, whatever that means.
What an awful job.
I know. Head of
That's
baggage.
got to be so fucking stressful,
it's gotta be
dude.
Insane.
Just a logistical nightmare day after day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Truly. So he calls me and he's like, "Hey, heard you're, having some issues. Just wanted to kind of understand the whole situation here from your perspective and have a conversation about it, because it is in our policy that you can't get a refund for these items, but it didn't feel right to just leave it like that. I kind of want to hear your story."
Did he have that same heavy sigh at the beginning when he was talking?
He did. He did. So listen,
man.
So I'm like, whatever. He sounded like, sympathetic enough, but the problem is I haven't ever been able to escalate it to the point where I'm talking to someone who can actually do anything, because all these people, their hands are fucking bound by this corporation. So they're all like, "Oh man, like that sucks. Like, yeah, let me try to see what I can do." So this guy, he's like, "Yeah, well, like per our contract of carriage, I can't let you, I can't give you a refund for this." I'm like, "Listen, man, I was explicitly told," I'm like, "Here's the thing, like never at any point was I told about this until it's too late," right?
Yeah.
I wasn't told when I called all day Thursday, all day Friday, when you still had time to return the baggage. I was never told, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't go buy this stuff because our contract of carriage says this," or, "Oh, hey, let me check at least." Like no one said, "You know what? Let me check." They all said, "Go for it.
It'll be fine."
They all said, "It's on us. We'll reimburse you." And that's what I assumed that someone who works at a corporation that has these rules knew the rules enough to not tell me the exact opposite, right? And he's like, "You know what? Yeah, that's on us. Maybe we should be a little more transparent." I'm like, "It's not about transparency. It's about you giving me the exact wrong information." Right? And then when I handed all the receipts to the person who would be processing the reimbursement, she saw the total of the receipts right away. She saw this big, long email. Never at any point was she like, "You know what? Actually, I think this is too much for us to reimburse." She never said that. She's like, "I'll get to right to work on it, whatever."
And you have all the emails that say all these things.
Emails, all the shit. I was never told at any point, "You know what? I don't know if we can do this because of this policy, blah, blah, blah." It was just like, "Yeah, let's do this. Okay, yep, move forward." And then all of a sudden when it's too late, "You know what? We can't reimburse you for that shit." And I was like, "That's not cool." He's like, "Yeah, I get it, but it isn't our policy." And I was like, "I understand that, man." And at this point we're talking in circles. I'm like, "Here's the thing. I get it, but I need all my money back. I need my money back. I get that it's in your policy, but I feel like I mean, I didn't say this to him, but I feel like legally there's got to be something that, like, if someone who represents a company tells you explicitly one thing, and it's actually not true, that's got to be illegal in some way.
Well, usually, like when they say something like that, they will go by off of what they told you,
right? Not
necessarily the policy. Like they'll make that concession because they're like, "Hey, we fucked up,
right?
Like we told you something in confidence, and we are going to hold ourselves to that, even though it's not necessarily in the policy." So I've had that happen a handful of times.
Great. So I feel like hopefully that is enough. But anyways, so because I literally, they record their calls. Someone told me that. So I feel like that I have enough ammunition, right, against this company. But so then he's like, "All right, listen, I'm going to try to make it up to you. Like, I don't feel right just leaving it." I'm like, "Okay."
I'm going to make it up to you. The guy's going to send you a fucking edible arrangement in like the shape of the equipment that you bought. He's just like, "I sent it back to you."
You got it back.
Dude, fuck that.
Yeah,
That's
so he's like,
funny.
He's like, so because you got the original equipment back, I was like, "Listen, I got it back a week later." I was like, I was supposed to get it back within 24 hours. And then they said they wouldn't be there for 4 days after that. And then it didn't end up arriving until 3 days after that. Yeah. So it was a week from when I landed to when I got the
And it's not like it's not like it's something where it's like, "Oh no, like it was my clothes." Like it's literally things that you use to make money
every day.
It's your business.
Work. I mean, like if I didn't get this shit, I would be out of a job for a week. Like I can't lose a week's worth of money. So and he's like, "Yeah, I totally get it, whatever." I'm like, "I don't know if you do though," but he, again, not his fault. He's kind of bound by these corporate rules. So he's like,
just the baggage guy.
He's just the baggage guy. So he's like, "Here's what I can do. I can extend to you a $1,000 flight credit." And I'm like, "With all due respect, sir, I do not see myself ever flying this airline again. I cannot imagine a world where I want to fly this airline. And on top of that, the tickets are $60 round trip.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I'd have to fly? And the credit expires in a year. I'd have to use all $1,000 in a year in 60 increments, I'd have to fly fucking twice a week, dude. Like I can't like
Dude, that's how they get you.
that's insane.
They're like, we'll give you this, but you have this like 6 months to use
exactly.
it.
And
Fuck
he's like,
you.
okay.
Come
And
on.
I was like, also, that's not money in my pocket. I was like, that doesn't come out of your pocket, and it certainly doesn't go into mine. I have to pay rent this month. I'm like, this is $5,000 out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
That's a large amount of money.
It's a huge amount of money. So he's like, okay, I see your point. What if I upped it to $1,500? I'm like, then it's an even bigger issue because then I have to fly like every single day. I have to, and you service like 6 airports. Like, where am I gonna? Oh, I'm gonna go to Boise this weekend. Anyone want to, fucking like? He's like, okay.
Y'all want to hit up the potato festival in Boise?
So he's like, I hear.
I got the credit.
I got the credit. I hear your concerns. What if that $1,500 gets extended to your friends and family? And I'm like, so let me get this straight. You would rather offer random people free flights than give me my money back? You would rather do that? And he's like, well, they would use your flight credit. I'm like, no. That's fucked up. I was like, that's bullshit. I was like, I didn't say that. But I was like, respectfully, sir, like, that is insufficient. That is unacceptable, and I will not accept anything less than the full amount that I was owed.
Really using your college degree in there, just sucking in the rage.
Yeah. I'm like, that's unacceptable, and I won't accept it, and I will only accept a full refund check in the amount that I paid with all the receipts. Like, you have the numbers. That's all I'll accept. And he's like, okay, well, then there's nothing I can do for you on this call. I will get in touch with our legal team, and I'll call you back. And I was like, sounds good. Fully not expecting him to call me back at all. So I filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. So
hit him with that Trill B, baby.
Exactly, the BBB. So they have to respond to that. But the next step is arbitration and or small claims court. So I'm fully prepared to go to small claims for this, though. 100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. That's like the perfect.
Yeah. It's like
court to be in.
Yeah. Because you can't bring a lawyer. I mean, like, so I don't have to pay legal fees. I just have to pay like a $50 court fee.
Yeah.
But like, I've heard that small claims judges are like, if you're, well documented, well spoken, and like have a strong enough case, like they'll usually side with like the person over the corporation.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I would hope that most judges would be like, all right, you guys got the money.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking
give him $5,000.
Just pay him.
Truly.
Like, why are we here?
Yeah.
It's a waste of my time.
Yeah. 100%.
But at the same time, too, not all judges work that way.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
that's the frustrating part.
But I'm fully ready to fight this in court.
Yeah.
So anyways, I obviously haven't heard back from Avelo, and it's been
Well,
almost a week.
I saw on your Instagram stories for like that Emma was posting about that they like had updated their policy on their website.
Well, that's what we had thought originally. We thought that they were updating their policy because when we checked their policies, it said that we would be reimbursed for anything in the interim. And then when we were referenced to their contract of carriage policy, which I guess is a completely separate policy, it says max of $3,800. But I guess it's always been that. But like, that's not like a client facing thing. Like, you have to search to find this. You have to be like linked to this thing. Like, it's not like, oh, here's our policy. When you click on like Avelo lost my bag, it gives you all this information. It's like, fill out these forms, whatever, send them to this email. If you need to buy things, you'll be reimbursed. Doesn't anywhere say, here's the things that cannot be covered. Check out our contract of our carriage policy. Like, it doesn't say that.
Gross.
So that's why I was like, fuck, are they changing it? It turns out that this is just a completely separate hidden document. So
that's how they do it.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah. So
fuck, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, and then that's how it goes. And I still also have not been paid my original deposit back from my old apartment, which is illegal because they have to do that within 21 days. So I'm also ready to take them to small claims.
That's insane, dude. That place is it's never going to leave you.
No, never.
It's always going to be, they've got like a chip in you somewhere.
Yeah, I know, something. Yeah, so land, like in California, tenant law is actually very nice. Like they really favor the tenants. California law does. So like legally, your ex-landlord has 21 days within from your move out to send you your check.
Yeah.
Less any expenses, less any whatever. But before you move out, they do a move out inspection, and they're supposed to give you an estimation sheet. This is how much I think these repairs are going to cost, if any, whatever. So they didn't do that, first of all.
Of course.
And then it is now the almost 21st after. So it's almost been 3 weeks plus an additional month. And the nice part is that you can go to small claims court and get up to 3 times your deposit amount.
Wow.
And they really heavily favor the tenants in these situations because it's negligent. Because,
Right.
I have to pay my bills and my rent. So,
Yeah. They're withholding a large sum of money from you. That's insane.
Yeah. So anyways, fuck landlords, fuck corporations. I'm fully socialist now.
In 2 months, Nick is fully changed.
In 2 months, I've become a raging fucking socialist. Bernie bro for life, dude.
Dude, you're just ready to eat the rich until there's nothing left.
100%.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Welcome to the club, bud.
Let's go.
It's going to be so much more fun now.
Yeah. So that's the situation. I'll keep you guys updated, but I think it's going to be, at least a couple of months before any sort of anything happens.
Jesus,
so I just got to. I pay, my credit card bill is due in 3 days, and it's on auto pay, so it's just going to pay that huge chunk plus whatever else I had to pay that month. So I think it's like 10 grand coming out of my bank account next month. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
Oh my God, that sucks.
Yeah. So
it's so frustrating once you realize like just how expensive it is to like be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like when like I pay rent, I pay my credit card bill, which is like every expense that I've done for like the entire month because why would I put it on anything else?
I know I'm gonna get points.
I do that, and then like incidental stuff for like insurance and stuff like that. Every month it's like 7 grand just comes out of my like bank account. So I'm like, Jesus
living is fucking
Christ,
expensive,
bro.
Living is so expensive.
It's so expensive. And I'm just waiting for that housing market to crash again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm waiting for.
Exactly.
Like, please.
Why did that turn off?
Oh no.
I think it just turned off the display. Let me just check.
Yeah, just touch it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Sick. Cool. We're getting there. Like I said, we're working out the kinks.
We're kinking out the works.
We're kinking out the works. Nick is actually getting up more than I am now. It's wonderful.
Crazy. I like this.
It took us 75 episodes.
But we did it fucking 3/4 of the way.
We literally have been talking about doing this for like a year and a half.
And because
since like episode 4.
I know. And now because we were forced to do it, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's all it takes sometimes.
And this is lovely. This has been great.
Forced to do something. Anyways, we hope you guys learned a lot. We hope you are also now fully on the socialist side. And check out this place if you're ever in the valley.
Yeah. Don't
fuck me. I always forget the name. Hold on.
I'm not. We do not condone violence. Do not say anything to these corporations unless you feel.
Unless they've also wronged you.
Yeah. Then do it. Don't do anything on our behalf.
Yeah. No.
Well, Nick's behalf.
We didn't.
I don't have any problem. So.
I didn't send you to sick these guys, but hey. I don't know.
That's not what we're saying. Don't do that. We don't want people.
Light a bag. I don't want you to light a bag of poop on the Avelo CEO's front porch.
Only do that to optometrists.
Who lives in? Only do it to optometrists.
Only optometrists.
Yeah,
they get the bag of poop.
Anyways, we love you all, and this has been episode 75. And we'll see you guys next time.
Middle of the day, middle of the week. Peace.